They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Stopping him for a loss of 6. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
11 yards for number 11. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And now to compensate, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
A gain of 26 yards. And an Eagle first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and they run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. A friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
And the Eagles first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he's going to have the Bucs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. That's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you.
Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Godwin, the motion man. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd and 1.
Hey, come on, 180.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play fake. Mayfield to the right side. Catch made by Ibuka. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
He's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
180!
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run here with Irvin. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 20-10. A minute 53 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. He's going to let it fly. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
180!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure